Now, you don't traditionally think of quilting on a serger, even though you can do some pretty simple piecing with maybe some bigger pieces and just kind of estimate a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Just eliminate any patterns that have triangles. So stick with squares, long strips, or rectangles, and you'll have a fabulous and fast way to put together a quilt. Top, that is. Now, I'm going to show you how you can actually do kind of a quilt as you go method. So in these little sandwiches, I each have a back and front that match and a piece of batting. Now we have a pattern and a video online that is called a 1-hour serger quilt, and we'll go ahead and link to it here as well as in the description of this video, so go on down there and click. And if you do want a pattern, there's a downloadable pattern available, but you can kind of get the whole idea. Everything is done with just a 4-thread overlock seam, and I'll give you just a quick little concept here, but the video will actually show you how to make a great baby quilt. And if you ever have long strips of batting, they're kind of narrow that you want to use up, this is the great way to do it. So for Quilt As You Go, the key is that everything is right sides together. So I'm going to take the top piece from this sandwich and match it right sides together with the top piece of this one. I'm going to do the same thing for the back. So I'm going to just set the batting to the side for a second. But I'm going to also take and put the right sides together on the back of this little sandwich I'm making, kind of keeping all these semi-lined up. And that extra piece of batting, I'm going to just put it right on top. This would be a great place for wonder clips all along the edge. And then I usually lift up the presser foot to go ahead and get it started. A little longer stitch length is nice here. And I do usually cut off a little bit, and then that helps make sure that all these layers are actually caught. But the key is really when you go to open it up and press it open. So what you're going to do is go ahead and press this way, and at your iron, make sure that you get a nice clean press. And then same thing on this side is go ahead and press this flat. You cannot kind of undo this, so you really need to make sure that these layers are pulled all the way to their far edge, because as you start to do another sandwich, right sides together on the top, right sides together on the back, there's no going back and repressing anything. But it's a great way to use up scraps, and like I said, follow the video over at our 1-hour serger quilt for the complete start to finish instructions, plus it only took me an hour to do the first one. So if you are doing a second one, I can guarantee you it's going to take you less time. And then all you have to do is bind it at the end. So enjoy, try out a little quilting with your serger.